Welcome back. We have Gail Kerr with us now from the Niagara Pumphouse Art Center. Gail, how was the year going for the Pump House up until the COVID-19 outbreak?
We actually had a great year. We had a great start to our year, which really began in September of 2019. We were awarded a capital grant from the Ontario Trillium Foundation, and we were quite excited about that because what it meant was we could start construction as early as January, which we did. So the construction lasted 2.5 months, right up until COVID hit, which is about mid-March. We were thrilled to have this renovation going on because what it did was it allowed us to bring the pump house building up to standards and allow us to be fully accessible to everyone in our community. We had two great leads on that in terms of volunteers. We had Alex Tops, architect, and Lenore Richards, interior designer, leading that project through the construction. And we were well on our way to opening until COVID hit. So the renovation project was big. Another item that was very exciting for us was a $25,000 donation from Lorraine and Jeffrey Joyner that allowed us to put their name on our main gallery. So it is now called the Joyner Gallery, and that is something that we're very excited about because it allows us to feature artists there. And we have a new hanging system in the Joyner Gallery, and we're very excited to show the public, which we're just going to have to hold off on that a little bit. And the third item that really got us off to a great start this year was winning the Chamber of Commerce Spirit of Niagara Award for Community Leadership. And we've got a couple of special programs in place called Healing Arts for Kids, which is sponsored by the Niagara-on-the-Lake Rotary, and the Founders Continuing Arts Program, which is sponsored by Niagara Recycling. And those, I think those two programs that are reasonably new to us in the last year or so were probably the cornerstone for us being able to receive the Community Leadership Award, because it's really all-inclusive, and that's what we're all about at the Niagara Pumphouse Art Center.
Part of the Pump House's mandate is not to just be a gallery, but also to provide a space to provide classes for artists to learn. Have you been doing anything over the internet that has allowed members to learn some new skills, to gather together and do some art?
We're in the process of doing that right now. What we've been doing is we have been engaging our members in the community at large through different avenues. One is our newsletter, which was coming out once a month, and we're upgrading that, if you will, to more than that, as much as twice a month. We're engaging our members through social media and doing very interactive things with them there. We do plan on doing tutorials online as well, starting with the family-friendly drop-in studios, which is for our children in the community. And that will be up and running. We're starting to film those very soon, and we will look into things for adults as well.
You have plans once we can get back to being in crowds, getting out of the house. Do you have plans for how to roll out your next exhibit?
Right now, the walls are empty, and I think some of your still shots may show that. We have to get the artwork back into the space. We have to finish unpacking. There's a little bit more setup to do. Of course, we're keeping our ear to the ground in terms of what WHO is saying and what the governments are saying. We may end up doing, instead of a full-fledged event like the fashion show that had to be canceled and a number of other things, we may end up doing what we call a pop-up event, where it happens quicker, there's less planning, it's something that we can engage the public on shorter notice, and it will be of a smaller scale. So that's something that we would do.
Thank you for your time today, Gail. We really appreciate it. That's Gail Kerr of the Niagara Pumphouse Arts Center. Thank you, Gail.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more on the COVID-19 Niagara update in just a moment.